And we are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get that action going on. In the house. Frank Monday coming at you. Halloween Eve, man. Welcome. Wizard, warrior, wanderer, wayfarer, and wildcat alike, wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you may be receiving this transmission. I hope you are doing well. I'm broadcasting to you from the central kingdom of the celestial dragon, Twilight Zone Old Peking, far behind the bamboo firewall. Hit the likes, guys, for YouTube's algobots. Keep them barking like Pavlov's dog. Make sure you guys check me out on www.buymeacoffee.com/Frank Money. Pull a something in the tip jar. That'll put the lead in my pencil, the pep in my step. Got to keep my nose to the grindstone, working hard for you guys on the 100-day challenge, Pathways of Magic. Get some. I hope you're involved. I hope you're participating. Week 5 was all about journaling, writing sigils, and writing descriptions. The knowledge lecture was Principles of Communications. I hope you guys caught that one. In order for you to get the behind the scenes material, you're going to have to go over to buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. That's where you can get it. Happy Halloween, everyone. I want to get 666 subs for Halloween, man. What do you guys think about that? You're going to help me do that? Have a friend sub the channel. We've been reading Magia Sexualis with Randolph Carter. Not Randolph Carter. Beverly Pascal Randolph. Let's get into it. Let's check it out. You guys do sex magic? Who among you has control of the magic wand so that you can make good magic happen, man? Get into it. Get into a paradise of your own. Randolph's method of attaining spiritual knowledge was known as the sleep of Siam, from the Hebrew Shiloah, literally sending forth. It was a spring outside Jerusalem mentioned in the Bible, John 9:7. Randolph would fall into a trance and experience visions. This method was probably developed during his spiritualistic period, although he referred to it as a Tibetan method. So, interestingly enough, this is a very Chinese method too. There is a Chinese sleeping prophet called Zhuangzi, and Zhuangzi had a dream that he was a butterfly, and upon waking, he was talking with his homie Confucius, and he said, you know what, man? How can I not be sure that I'm not a butterfly dreaming I'm Zhuangzi? How do I know I was actually Zhuangzi dreaming I was a butterfly? And Confucius said, man, that's a paradox I can't really get my head around. One time him and Zhuangzi were walking along the river, and they saw fish in the river. And Zhuangzi said, look at how happy those fish are. And Confucius looked at him and he said, what the fuck you talking about, homie? He's like, how you know them fish are happy? You're not a fish. And Zhuangzi clapped back with, how do you know what I know what a fish knows? You're not me. Booyah. He nailed it, huh? I think that's pretty good. So the dreaming method is what H.P. Lovecraft used as well. Zhuangzi, Pascal Beverly Randolph, and your own Grand Wizard of the Esoteric Order of Dagon, Frater Francis Lunas Aristeas, also uses the dreaming method. Let's get into it. During his journeys to Paris, Pascal became aware of several works which were being published in France and Germany, dealing with the Asariath or Nusaris of Syria. There was much discussion in the Rosicrucian circles that Randolph traveled in of the purity and sublimity of the teachings of these folks. They may well have been the people that modern anthropology has identified as the Yezdi, the devotees of the Peacock god, Melek Taasis. PBR tells how the chief of this arrived at the Rosicrucian Third Dome in Paris with letters of introduction, and then recognizing Randolph's abilities and character, invited him to come to Syria and to study. Randolph went to Syria and was initiated into their brotherhood. Upon his return to America, he established the priesthood of Aether based on their mysteries. Another account credits PBR, peanut butter, what? PBR, it sounds strange, right? Like PB and J. I got fucking lost there, man. Another account credits PBR with undergoing initiation into the Hermetic Brotherhood of Luxor, a secret society that H.P. Blavatsky and Karl Kellner both claimed initiation into. It remains open to question, however, whether these initiations took place on the physical or the astral plane. The following is quoted from one of Randolph's last books. It is highly significant as the confession of a man believing himself to be at death's door concerning the origins of his teaching. Very nearly all that I have given as Rosicrucianism originated in my soul, and with scarce a single thought. Only suggestions have I borrowed from those who in ages past called themselves by that name, one which served me well as a vehicle wherein to take my mental treasure to the market, which gladly opened its doors to that name, but would and did slam its portals in the face of the tawny student of esoterics. Precisely so was it with things purporting to the Ansaratic. I had merely read Liddy's book and got hold of a new name, and again mankind, the wonderful answer, but incontinently turned up its nose at the supposed copyist. In proof of the truth of these statements and how I had to struggle, the world is challenged to find a line in my thought in the whole 4,000 books on Rosicrucianism. Among the brethren of that fraternity, I know many such in various lands, and was, till I resigned the office, Grand Master of the only temporal of the order on the globe, or in the Ansaratic works, English, German, Syriac, or Arabic. If we consider, when did the quotation stop? What the actual fuck? See, it continues here, but that must have been the end there. What a bummer. I continued to read it in my pretend Pascal Randolph voice, even though it was no longer. If we consider that Randolph's Rosicrucian and Ansaratic teachings formed the basis of modern magical tradition, and that they were written some 25 years before the founding of the Golden Dawn, his deathbed confession may be seen as the key origin of modern magic. Very important here, guys. Very important. Why is he never mentioned in the magic circles, right? We always hear of Crowley and McGregor Mathers and Wayne Westcott and A. Wyatt, but we never hear anything about Pascal Beverly Randolph, right? And the reason for that is, I think, is because he was half black. And so they, yeah, I don't know. I'm just guessing. Whatever his contacts on the inner planes were, we do not know that he founded us. We do know that he founded a society on the physical plane in Boston in the year 1870, 100 years after, almost 100 years after the founding of the U.S. Its headquarters were in his offices in Boylston Street, and its name was the Brotherhood of Elias. Its members included several other doctors who wished to investigate the supernatural in a scientific manner. All right, and that's what we're up to. I think that's what is super important, is that we investigate things of a supernatural nature with a scientific method. They utilized sex and consciousness-altering drugs, and for this reason kept their teachings secret. Rumors and gossip of nefarious doings spread, however, and oh no, this fucking Russian bitch, Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, later to found the Theosophical Society, denounced PBR, accusing him of having betrayed the sacred traditions. She's a fucking liar. She was betraying all traditions and just making amalgamations of Hindu teachings. An occult war between the two followed. Blavatsky championed the moral spiritualist cause, while Randolph maintained the need to scientifically investigate the mysteries of sex and magic. See, now, if things had gone more in Randolph's direction, we would have a better magical understanding of these things right now. But it wasn't until Crowley came along that they picked this back up again. All right, too many Puritans involved. Then in 1872, disaster struck. On a tip from his enemies, his Rosicrucian rooms on Boylston Street were searched by the Boston police, and he was arrested for distributing free love literature. During a brief stay in the Boston jail, he was persuaded to assign many of his copyrights to some ne'er-do-well opportunists. At his subsequent trial, he would be found not guilty of the charges, but his troubles were just beginning. The Great Boston Fire devastated the city, completely destroying Randolph's offices. You think that's any fucking mere coincidence that the forerunner in the free love and use of conscious expanding substances for the betterment of mankind, that his offices were burned down, he was thrown in jail, and he had to give up all the copyrights to his private writings? I don't think that's any coincidence, man. I think there was something going on there. If you think about the Salem witch trials and just kind of all the stuff that was going on in and about the time just after the Civil War, right? One generation after the U.S. Civil War. Quite fascinating. We'll get back more into it later, guys. I just checked in to make sure that you're subbed up and that you check me out at buymeacoffee.com. Pull a something in the tip jar. I love y'all, good looking sex people. Stay, keep on keeping on out in Happy Land. Until next time I see you, keep doing good magic. Ad Astra, Prospera. Bye for now.